Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm Shy.
And I'm Winter.
And we're back again.
And we're back with another episode.
With another
close
episode.
to Halloween.
Happy Halloween, you guys.
Halloween.
So this will be out tomorrow and that'll be the 30th. I feel like October's been long as hell. It's been a long ass month for me.
I feel like it has floated by. I'm sad about it.
Floated?
Yes, I do feel like it's floated by. It makes me sad because like the holidays is my favorite time of year. So like every time a holiday month comes to a close, it just makes me sad because it's one step closer to me being depressed.
So it's weird that you're depressed after the holidays, and usually there's like seasonal depression, like, you know?
No, I get depressed during the holidays too.
Oh.
I'm just depressed all year long. No, I'm just kidding.
All year round, doesn't change.
No.
Wait, so fit check.
Oh, fit check.
Yeah. That ass couldn't fit. She tried to put that stomach in. And I'm a banana, you guys, if you couldn't tell.
Love the boots with the banana outfit. It's giving very 60s fashion banana, if you will.
The reason why I got a banana, the reason why I have the build on, I'm a fashionable banana. I'm a fancy banana.
Oh.
Because I got this from Goodwill. I went to
really?
Goodwill. It was $5.
Oh my God. I thought you went to a Halloween store.
No, I went to Goodwill because I told you I wanted to be Soulja Boy. So I wanted to get like some big shirt and like just big jean shorts. But right. I'm like, I seen this in the window. I was like, I want that. Perfect.
And that is perfect. Honestly, I would rather that over Soulja Boy any day. When I first saw it, I fell in love immediately. So I think that we actually compliment each other. Yellow mustache, yellow banana. So we are right on schedule.
We are here for it.
And we're going to go around after this. We're going to go to West Hollywood. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, we don't even know what parties to go to. She's been like dying to go to something.
We just want to go around West Hollywood and frolic with the gays.
Yeah, and we're going to film content for Patreon. So.
Yeah, and get judged because usually when we go to West Hollywood,
they hate us over
there.
They hate us.
We love it over there.
Bitches out of here.
Right, we love it over there. But you know what's crazy? I actually did see a TikTok and it was like, this is a visual representation of how women are treated in the gay community. And apparently like it's a known thing that women are treated like shit around the gays. But
they think they better than us sometimes.
Well, at the end of the day, gay men are still men. No shade, Corey.
Corey. Men equal and misogynistic?
I mean, hey, I've said it once, I've said it twice. But no, it is, we're going to just go be
and we already filmed some Patreon content, some new content that's up there. We filmed making a pizza, Halloween ghosty pizza.
Why do you say it like that?
Wait, how am I supposed to say it? Pizza?
Why? You're like pizza.
Pizza. But you want me to pronounce it pizza?
No, like you say like pizza.
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 I don't see a T in the pizza.
Pizza. It's like the Z is like a tz.
I'll look it
and
up.
You're like pizza.
Pizza.
You're like my pizza. My pizza. It sounds like a toddler. But
I know there's certain words that I pronounce like a toddler still, like belt.
What you say? Belt?
Belt.
That sounds right.
Okay,
belt.
good. Vacuum. Okay, good.
I used to not be able to pronounce hospital.
I couldn't pronounce one of my sister's names for the longest.
Gosh. And there's so many names to pronounce. But
how was your week?
Yeah, my week.
It's already fucking hot in here.
Well, it might be the banana suit. I don't know. My week. It was interesting. I will say it was interesting. So y'all know how I had told you guys. Did I say whose watch it was who had left the watch at my house?
Did we say it was Mr. Ghost?
I don't know, but now you know. It was Mr. Ghost who had left that watch at my house. So keep in mind, Mr. Ghost was like blocked for like a really long time, but I didn't unblock him. He called me from like a text-free number while I was at your house. And sorry. He called me from like some random freaking number and I answered and he's like, unblock me. And I'm like, who is this?
Yeah.
Because I have so many people blocked and like I was just like, I literally don't know who this is. But he told me it was him and then he was like wanted to have a conversation about the whole like situation of why we quit speaking. Whatever. Is the acrylic paint making you cough?
Probably.
Y'all, she put acrylic paint on her face instead of face paint.
I put face paint on and it wasn't hitting, so I needed some acrylic.
Like, I'm telling you, that is not safe. She has a cough already. She's like a freaking child from the golden age or whatever.
I Googled
the Victorian age?
Yeah, literally,
the
I
golden
Googled
age?
if it was okay, and they said no, but then I went on TikTok, and TikTok said it was fine.
Not Google. Now you got to cough in 30 minutes. But no. So I was like, okay, you know, like I'll just be nice to him. He was like, you know, can I see you later? Blah, blah, blah. At first I was like, no, but I was like, let me just give this man his stuff back and like quit holding it hostage. So like ended up giving his watch back. He came over and we had a huge screaming match fight because okay, I will be honest, he came over. I didn't make him take 3 shots, but that was only because I had already been drinking because I had left Shy's house and we were having a meeting and I had a couple Cutwaters.
Cutwaters will get you there.
Right. So when he walked out my house, I was like, take 3 shots. Like, I've already been drinking, like, whatever. So he was like, all right. So then, like, we kept drinking and he just turned into a literal psychopath and was just like, once again, being a lunatic. Keep in mind, guys, this is the guy who said that he thinks that 30-year-old women is old.
Crazy.
He's
Insane.
33 years old, y'all. He's 33 years old. So then we got into that conversation, that argument. And he was like, well, when do women stop being able to have children? And I'm like, what the, like, women have children, like, in many ages. And he's like, okay, when does it stop being safe? And I'm like, ew, I do not like the way you're talking about.
He don't even know the proper term for a geriatric pregnancy.
Right.
And he's just trying to say some random shit.
Right. So then also he was just like trying to throw shade at me because I know he is salty because he knows that my ex is an athlete. And he had made a comment like, oh yeah, I feel like women who are 30 years old who still date athletes, like it's just like you missed your mark, like you couldn't get nobody to wife you and blah blah blah. Like it just gives loser and blah blah blah. And I'm like, why are you trying to throw shade at me? Like he's like he was like saying how like his ex is 26. And I was like, my ex was 26 too when I got with him and I was 30. And he was like, yeah, but you are 30 and you're a woman. So like, that's some loser shit. That's some loser shit. And I'm like, I'm like, so, okay, so you're a pedophile, I guess. And I guess I'm a loser because I had a man that loved me at 30 years old. Apparently, like, as soon as a bitch turns 30, she's just dust. She's just dead to the world. And I'm like, you're really...
That is insane. You didn't even tell me he said that.
Girl, but he's just a salty lunatic. He's mad because he played college football. He never went to the league. And now he's salty as hell that... Keep in mind, let me just say, I am a bad bitch. Like, through and through. Like, literally through and through. I'm 31 years old. I have accomplished so much shit in my life. I'm gorgeous as fuck. I'm funny as fuck. I'm talented as fuck. Bitch, I got my own paper. I ain't got no motherfucking raggedy ass kids, no raggedy ass baby daddies. So for you to sit in my face as a man who makes less money than me,
clock it. Eat it up.
You can shut the fuck up.
Please.
Talking about I'm a loser, bitch. You're a loser. You don't even own a Rolex.
I'm
no shade, no shade to somebody who don't own a Rolex, but bitch, you trying to talk that shit like you that man, but you're not that man.
No, you're not that man. You're not that boy. No, honestly, is he done? Is he done? For sure done?
No. So I didn't even, like, it's just like he was so argumentative. And then it was like, I understood that he was drunk. I did make him leave my house, though. I was like, I don't know what he thought. He thought he was going to stay tonight or what the case was going to be. But I was like, okay, like, I'm tired. Like, time for you to go.
I'm disgusted.
I'm so disgusted.
Yeah,
and keep in mind, this man is gorgeous. He is fine as hell. He is literally fine as hell.
The attitude ugly as hell.
So then he had called me yesterday, like after all of that, and was like, yeah, like I miss you, blah blah blah. And I was like, honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like I just feel like we do not align as people. I was some of my mustache hairs on there.
No, my paint hair, my paint.
I was like, I just feel like we don't align as people. I feel like you have some misogynistic, narcissistic traits, and they don't align with who I am. And I was like, I have literally built a life and a career around supporting women, and like, and I just don't think that your mindset like aligns with mine, and like, it's not a small thing.
No, it's not.
It's not a big thing. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I cannot have you disrespecting women and treating women like we are all of a sudden garbage as soon as we turn 30, when really, bitch, I'm doing better than you are.
And that's why he's mad. That's why he's mad.
That's why he's mad.
And that's why he's mad.
Exactly. So I just was like, right. And I was like trying to like be like, and he was like so mad that I had like called him out in such a calm way. He was like, well, okay, you don't like anybody, and yeah, okay, well, the other night you literally cried to me and were vulnerable. And I was like, bitch, I cry every time I'm drunk. That don't mean shit. Which
is crazy. We can say that.
But no, I cried. We were having a deep conversation, and you know me in a deep conversation with alcohol, I'm gonna drop a few tears.
I literally be like, let's change this up.
everybody, like, I literally tell everybody, like, I will cry. I love a good cry. But regardless of the fact, that was my week. I mean, that wasn't my week.
Chopped liver. No, that was a point of it. Yeah. No.
Oh, but also, hate to cut you off.
No, it wouldn't cut me off.
Just another thing to add to my week, y'all. I got a massage today, and I just have to talk about the massage.
Oh.
Because I felt like I left that massage as if I was beat black and blue by a small Thai lady. And I kid you not, I am in more pain than when I went in there.
Yeah.
Like,
did you get a deep tissue massage? What type of
first
massage
of all,
was it?
I asked for a goddamn Swedish massage.
Okay, Swedish.
They do Thai massages there. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Swedish?
Swedish is the normal one, right?
Right, like just like
Yeah.
this, right? Like just the normal.
Deep tissue is when they do like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Thai is when they stand on you and do all the extra acrobats. So I was like, I'm going to just get a Swedish massage because I slept wrong. My back was hurting. And then
There's the problems after 30. That's what he was talking about. I
I'm
don't want no bitch that
I
don't
guess
sleep
I
right.
am. Right. I guess I am dust. Okay. My bad. No, but so I was like, let me just go get a Swedish massage, blah, blah, blah. I guess she didn't read my goddamn paper because when I tell you this lady was stepping on my goddamn back doing all this extra
Why you didn't
shit.
say nothing?
Here's
just,
my
like, letting it
problem.
rock?
Here's my problem in massages. I don't know how to stand up for myself. Any other service, hair, nails, pedicures, I will be like, I don't like that. But when it comes to a massage, I will allow these women to hurt me physically.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like, I was in the fucking, like, my face was in there and I was like, and I was like, she was like, is it okay? I was like, for so long. It was like it was a 90-minute massage. I was
90
regretting
minutes
it.
is crazy.
I was regretting it immediately.
No, you know what's crazy? I'm completely opposite. Like, people can mess up my hair, my nails. Like, they can do all types of things wrong with me. But when it's a massage, I'm like, that hurts. Like, I'm for sure, like, softer. I don't say it like that. I'd be like, softer. Like, that's all. That's it. That's all. I'm softer.
It took me 30 minutes to gain the courage to say, can we go lighter? And then I literally was like, if that's okay, like,
if that's okay with you.
I just felt so bad because I know if I was giving a massage to somebody and I was hurting them and then they told me you're hurting me, I would be mortified. So I never tell
they know what
them.
they're doing. No, honestly, like, you literally, I've had like a series before on
I
my
want to
stories.
show you a move that she did on me.
Do it.
Bro, I want to show you a move that she did on me, but I don't know if the camera will get it.
Okay. Well,
Can you sit right here?
No. No.
No, like,
Immediately, no.
No, please.
Immediately, no.
Seriously, I was going to crack your back.
No.
She did some crazy shit. She did some crazy shit.
Watch, I bet tomorrow you'll be a whole different woman.
No, my back hurts more already. I know I'm bruised. But anyway, and then, hold on. Just the last part. I'm not even going to get into all the details. She farted in the fucking massage.
You're lying.
I swear to God. I swear to God, she farted. I heard it. I smelt it. She farted. And then I have my real hair out right now, guys. So she gave me a scalp massage. That was the best part of the whole thing, right? But then I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the best part. Like, I'm so happy. She takes my hair, twists it above my head, and pulls it up like I'm a fucking troll. Like I'm a carrot being rooted from the ground. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, no, absolutely not. So yeah. And I tipped her. I will probably go back to her. I love her.
I'm confused.
Like, I hate her, but like, I respect it.
I love her and I respect it. I'm here for it. I remember one time I was getting a couples massage and like, you know how they do everything like the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you this before, but literally there was one part of the massage where like, we're facing this way now and they're like moving around doing this.
Oh no.
So literally I'm like, if they're doing this to me, I wonder if they're doing that to him. So I turn over, he's looking at me like this. I'm like, you sick bitch.
No, I don't. I feel like they be trying to do the happy ending.
Yo, low-key, also, I have a random question. Do you get butt naked for a massage?
No, keep my panties on.
Okay, I keep my panties on too. But men, do you know if they get butt? Corey, have you ever gotten a massage and you've gotten butt naked? Do you get butt naked? Men,
Oh, no.
I just recently found out men get butt naked. That is crazy.
I keep my panties on. Hell no.
I keep my panties on too. And I'm like, I don't think that's normal, babe, to like take your undies off.
Because men are just okay.
Men are just okay with like having their dick slanging. I'm like, that isn't really like,
Not
I don't
my
know.
vibe. Not my vibe.
No,
I
not
need
my
the
vibe at
coochie
all.
protected and secure.
Maybe if it's a fine man doing it. And I'm just kidding.
Even then, I'd be like, no.
No, I'm literally like, no. I feel like I'm like, I need my vagine. Like, I don't want them juices flowing out while I'm randomly getting a massage. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. How was your week? My week just lasted a long time. Sorry about that.
My week, like I was saying, October, I feel like it's flown by from literally like preparing for the live show. After the live show, I feel like I've gone out every single day. I not gone out, but like done like a lot
You
of
were
couple
partying
things.
with,
Yeah, like
Evan was in town.
Are we back to saying his name like that? I guess we are.
Are we not allowed to say his name?
We watched Harry Potter.
He who shall not be named. Voldemort.
Voldemort. But yeah, obviously he was in town or whatever. And I was just like, I like to cram in like boyfriend things.
Right.
Because we, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? So
you don't get to do like
I don't get to do boyfriend things all the time. I'm with my friend, like I'm with my homegirls. Like that's what I do.
Yeah.
Like me and Winter be on romantic dates.
We literally
consistently.
do.
We love
Honestly.
a good romantic date. So when he's in town, I like to cram it all in. So that's basically what I was doing. I did like, you know, just a lot of like girlfriend things. I went on double dates, you know, went to a little party.
Had a bender until 5 a.m.
Okay, yeah, literally. But I don't know what it is, but like I'm like not have to be the responsible one, but I'm like I can't get that drunk.
What you mean?
I usually get a lot drunk, but like when we're in New York. So before we get into the episode, we want to shout out our sponsor for today, Via Hemp.
Yes, we do. And Via Hemp, we've been actually using these products for a little bit now. I think about 2 months for me. And I've been using their CBD gummies before bedtime, which they have so many options, you guys. They have things with THC, without THC. It's amazing, especially for me because I am a CBD lover.
Yeah.
I've been doing it every night before bed. It's been helping me get my rest. Nice, long, cozy slumber. I couldn't ask for anything more. They have amazing flavors. They have easy shipping. And they make sure they get to your door.
Yeah, they are. And they're actually really good too. Like, you know, I've tried other brands before and like the flavor just isn't there. Like it always goes well. And it honestly helps me with the restlessness, especially because the summer's approaching. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm doing so much now. I just need a little extra like help relaxing. I love them. They are great flavors made with vegan and organic ingredients. Is the only lifestyle hemp brand. They also have 0 THC products, and their products range from 0 mg to 100 mg of THC.
Head to viahemp.com and use code BEHINDTHELIKES to receive 15% off plus 1 free sample of their award-winning gummies. 21 plus. That's viahemp.com and use code BEHINDTHELIKES at checkout. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Get the rest you deserve with the dreams from Via.
I could be wasted. I'm crying. Your mustache is messy.
So much.
We're in New York. I could literally be wasted because we don't have to drive anywhere. So it's like if I'm driving.
I mean, y'all could just Uber.
No, I know, but like I never expect for the night to go that way. And now I should start being realistic. The night's gonna always go that way. Yeah, I know. I seen you Uber here.
I knew we were gonna get drunk tonight.
Literally, so I'm like, I need to start preparing for that. So it's like I have to be mindful. Like if I'm drinking,
you have to be realistic.
Like,
you have to start being realistic.
You know, but if I'm doing a bender till 5 o'clock, I'm gonna stop drinking at like 2. So then I'm sober enough to drive home. But I ended up passing out, and he ended up driving my car.
Yeah. I mean, that's fun. I mean, me personally, I love a bender with my significant.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Other.
I literally have a blast with him every single time.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I will say. We do have a good time together. I will give it that.
That makes me miss just being crazy together.
I know. You know.
I wish you would call me. Call me. No, I'm just
if you're watching this, I know you are.
He hates me because I beat him with a bag of chicken wings, but
it's okay. It all happens.
It's okay. His team's losing this year.
But also, the thing is that, like, you know, when he's there, I like. It's not even just the going out part. It's the like the binging, watching shows or movies, or like just like the chill aspect of it too. Like you know, sitting in, chilling, watching popcorn.
It's
watching
the
movies.
little things.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
But which brings me to the next topic: social media. Not
Question of the week.
Fuck. It's what you watched or read. I thought I transitioned so easily.
Oh.
I tried it.
What you watched or read?
So I watched 2 movies. Did you watch any movies?
I've been watching some shows.
What shows?
The show I've been watching, actually. Continue. Go ahead, Papa. You first, Mama. You came up with this stupid ass fucking segment.
What I watched is one movie was Don't Move, and the other one was Woman of the Hour. 2 thriller movies where men are the psychopath killers.
Damn, I haven't seen either.
Yeah, and this is what
you should tell me when you watch something so that I can watch something.
That's what this segment is for them to watch, comment, tell me what they watch. Somebody told me like I don't know if it's In the Black or something like that. Hi, my name's T's in it.
Oh yeah, You told, I saw a clip of her. Shout out T.
Shout out to T.
Congratulations on your
Congratulations
role.
on that.
I actually saw a clip of her acting, and she looked like she did good. So go T, go T.
But yeah, so I mean, it was two good. They're two really good movies. So it's like it's something that maybe you should watch.
Okay, I'll definitely think about checking it out possibly.
Okay. That sounds like a lie from the pits of hell.
So my new favorite show
Boring. I'm just kidding.
is Broad City. I've been loving Broad City, and like I think it's just confirmed my autism a little bit because honestly, like
Yeah, that show low key is giving autistic.
no, I wasn't saying the show was giving autistic. I was saying that I give autistic because like sometimes when I watch things or hear accents or something, sometimes I pick up certain things, and I just feel like I've been in my weird bag lately. But that's because Broad City is like such a weird humor type of show, which does align with my sense of humor, but it's been making me feel like I can openly be more weird. And
I love that.
Yeah, and I feel like
Be who you
you are for your pride. Okay. But no, so like I've always been like a very weird kid and like a very weird my humor's always been very weird, whatever.
Interesting.
But what?
No, I'm listening.
Oh. But I feel like over the last few years, like I don't know, I guess it has been like a little bit what's the word?
Borderline autism?
No.
On the spectrum?
No. Stipend. No, not stipend. That's not the word. Like squished.
Okay.
Whatever. Halted. No,
Halted.
I don't know the word. But no, I've been liking it because like it's like a weird show. The humor's weird. How my like humor is, and I've just been loving it. So if you haven't watched it,
what's the point of it? Like it's just
funny.
like just
It's
no.
funny.
I'm saying no. Like is it like a Modern Family, The Office type situation?
No. Different.
I watched
But we both love The Office and Modern Family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I watched one episode of it, and she was like, "These two girls remind us
some
of
ways.
each other." But the broker versions, I watched this, and I was like, "So we're mentally slow," is what you're saying.
No, but okay, there are like certain little things that is like really funny because it's like two best
In the
friends.
club, we all fan.
Not even just that, but like there are like if you were to watch.
No, I need to watch
like
it again. I'll watch it again
because you weren't paying attention when
I
you
wasn't. I
watched
fell
it.
asleep on it.
I know she wasn't watching. I know her so well. I know
You
when
don't know
she's.
me. She swears. One time we got into an argument because she thought I didn't read a text when I actually did read the text.
No, I did.
No,
didn't.
No, I did read. I didn't read the mother text, but I read that.
But I
one.
knew that you didn't read that.
No, I did
And I
read that
literally
one.
texted my friend. I had texted Shy a long paragraph because I was
didn't even know
upset with her about something. And she texted me back, okay. And then I texted my other friend, said, I know she didn't even fucking read the text.
And that is true. I didn't read that one.
And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, I know you didn't read it. And she was like, okay, you're right. I didn't read it until like 3 days later. But I was just like, I already knew you did it.
I
like,
gotta
know
protect
you
my
well.
peace sometimes.
Girl, it's because you was having a grand ball. You didn't care about what I had to say. But should we do social media question of the week?
Yeah, and it goes into one of the topics that you wrote too.
Would you stop dating someone for having the opposite political opinion as you? Yes. Especially right now.
It depends. It depends on like if the guy is who you were dealing with, Mr. Ghost. His views on women and all type of things like that would deter me. That would steer me off.
But I feel like with this specific political election, if you do not have the same political views as I do, then that is your opinion whether you say it or not. Because the stakes are so high this election.
The stakes are extremely high this election.
Yes.
For sure.
So for any other election, no. Maybe not. Maybe I would be like, okay, whatever. But this one, no. I swear on everything I love, I will cut you the fuck off.
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt.
Really?
Yeah, I am because because even with myself, there are still certain things, and just to be honest, there are certain things that I don't agree with both parties. I'm not even gonna lie. So it's just like I can understand people's trepidation sometimes in situations. So like if it's too far off, no. But if I can understand and reason with somebody's logic, then you know.
Well, I think that like with this election, like obviously even Bernie Sanders came out with his own statement, which I think was extremely powerful.
What did he say?
He basically was saying like he backed Kamala because he was like, you know, there are things that I do not agree with the Biden administration.
Most definitely.
Right. But at the end of the day, if Trump is elected, it will be far worse than if Kamala is elected. And especially for women, it is a detrimental time to, you know, place your vote and vote for Kamala. Like, at the end of the day, like, what I care about is things that have affected me and that could potentially affect me. And I mean, there are multiple things, but I mean, I know personally, like, in all seriousness, I've had multiple abortions. I'm not gonna say how many, but I've had a couple.
Did you watch her campaign, the one in Texas that she recently, the whole
Houston?
speech, in Houston, the whole speech was about reproductive rights. I watched the whole thing because Beyonce was on it as well.
I know you did. I was like, did you know your girl's here?
Of course.
But I mean, to me, like, that is such a big deal because
it's a huge deal, yeah.
I have literally, okay, so when I lived in Atlanta, I had to get an abortion by somebody who, I don't really like to use the word sexual assault, but it technically was sexual assault. I don't like to say it because when I tell the story, it's kind of like a funny story a little bit, but when you really like get down to the nitty grit, it was like a sexual assault type of thing. And like, I'd be like, oh, he tried to trap me, but like really was like some like weird shit.
He took a condom off.
Exactly, stealthing.
And that's illegal.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can go to jail for that.
I mean, I guess I should tell. I mean, have I told this story?
You told this.
I'm pretty sure I've told this story, but like, I think I've told it in a joking way. But like, this man literally told me when I told him I'm pregnant, he told me, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Keep in mind, I agreed to have the sex. I agreed to have sex with this man with a condom. Had sex with him with a condom. He took it off behind my back. He did what he did behind my back. I was so paranoid about STDs that I took him to go get tested in the morning, but I didn't even think to take a plan B. I was so scared about getting an STD.
One thing about her, she be scared of STDs.
Oh, 100%, bitch. I'm taking you to the clinic. First thing, rapid test, need that.
Yeah.
But
I say do it before.
Yeah, I know before, but sometimes things happen in the moment. And like, even with that, I didn't even agree to have sex with you without a condom. So like, obviously beforehand, like I'm not even thinking of that.
Not in that moment,
But so when I had to get an abortion in Atlanta, it was so hard for me. It was extremely hard for me. I had went to a clinic and it was like some undercover Bible thumping clinic.
Really?
And I had walked in and I was like, you know, told them what I was there for. And they were like, okay, yeah, come to the back, go to the back as if I'm going to see a doctor. And they're talking about fucking religion. They're talking to me about Jesus wouldn't want this for you and blah, 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 all this.
How long ago was this?
2017.
So that is fairly, that is
fairly new. So it was that had happened. And then I had tried to go find another clinic who would give me a surgical abortion in Atlanta, and because I didn't want to take the pill. And
why not?
Because it hurts hella bad.
Yeah, when I took the pill, it felt like literally like
it's like you're having birth, like you're giving birth.
It felt horrible.
Yeah.
But then the
surgical.
No, I never did the surgical.
Oh,
but the second time, it was we're not laughing at this, but it was literally an absolute breeze. So I'm like, I don't know if medicine,
surgical abortion.
No, not surgical. It was the pills.
Oh, really?
It was the pill. Both, like, one time I took it years ago, like a long time ago, and it was like I felt like I was giving.
Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but your face looks crazy.
And the paint is
I'm
like
looking
peeling
at
and chipping. It's flaking as hell.
It's flaking off. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's in 0.5.
Get out of my face like that.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. No, we're talking about something serious. We can't laugh.
No,
right
we
now.
are. No, literally. So, yeah, well. I feel like we've already talked about this before.
No,
we've already talked about
but
this.
we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it because of the election.
I know, but I had a Juno experience like that as well. But like I'm saying, the 2 times I had literally, the first time it was pain, literal hell. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was going straight to hell because I'm like, I just was really okay. So whatever. But the second time, the pill was a breeze.
No, this is a serious conversation. Let's lock in. Seriously, we gotta lock in.
They're gonna be like, y'all are taking this matter lightly. But the surgical, I am deathly afraid of. Like,
no,
I'm so
baby,
you did
that is the
surgical?
breeze, baby.
So did you do the surgical?
Yes, that is the breeze. It's fucking quick. It's done. Then you have a little bit of a period, and you're on about your motherfucking merry day.
See,
the pill abortion. You take that pill, and you have contractions, and you go into labor, and you pass the literal fetus. You're shitting yourself, throwing up on yourself, literally, like you're literally going through it. But regardless, I don't even remember what we were talking about. Like in the beginning,
I'm literally peeling.
Okay, stop. We have to talk about this because this is not a joke. This is not
the one
a
who
joke.
started laughing.
Because you look like a flaky orange piece of shit over there. I mean yellow. All jokes aside, this is a very serious.
At the end of the day, honestly,
No, I'm not done because I'm serious about this, Shy, and you need to be more serious about it too.
I am serious about it. All I said was that I respect.
Have you voted yet?
No, I haven't. You think you're better than me because you voted early?
I mean, I do care about women more, apparently.
No, that's not it. I care about literally.
Do you care about this baby cooking in my stomach right now?
See, and she can't take nothing serious. I respect people's opinions. It's just like I get.
What opinion do you like that Trump has to offer?
I'm not talking about Trump. I'm saying in general.
Okay, but like you're saying that you
Would you stop dating someone? Would you stop dating someone for having the opposite political opinions as you?
is there anything you like about the Trump administration?
No.
Oh, okay. I needed to clear that up. I needed to clear that up. Corey, who you voting for?
Not fucking Trump.
All right, you're safe. You're safe. But no, I would definitely quit dating somebody if they were voting for Trump, especially in this election.
Yeah. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Really?
Why are we still on it?
I know, but like okay. Why? Is Evan voting for Trump?
No, absolutely not.
I was wondering why you were saying that. Like,
no, he's literally not. No, I'm just saying, like, I literally just.
Because I'll kick his fucking ass.
I swear he's really not. He's really genuinely not voting for Trump. But I'm saying that, like, oh my God, this is really, look at my note card.
Just stop touching it.
I know, but I'm just saying in general, I feel that, like, I mean, people do have a right to their opinion. As long as it doesn't dictate our relationship or dictate me. Like, honestly, even my dad's a Republican and my mom's a Democrat. Like, my mom says she's independent now.
So your dad is supporting Trump?
No, he's not supporting Trump. He says, my mom calls my dad a repugnant. Like, that's what she calls Republicans. I respect how strongly you feel. I really do respect that.
Yeah, I do feel very strongly about it.
No, I respect that.
Y'all don't want my mom to start talking. If you think
Look,
I feel strongly, I have to tell
No,
my mom all the
mom
time
thinks, both of my parents think Donald Trump is literally insane and a mess. So it's not coming from that. I just honestly just respect other people's opinion, and I feel like as long as it doesn't dictate what we have going on or dictate like how you treat me or how you treat this relationship, then I'm like, I'll be fine.
I mean, but it does still dictate.
Okay, next.
Sorry.
Cocaine security guard officer. What is
Sorry, but I mean, it does. No debate. But no, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, well, you put that there. What
That
is
brought up a lot of trauma for me today.
Oh.
Really did though. Really did.
How
are you feeling these holidays though?
I feel like we already said that too.
That they're not festive?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we're making them pretty festive though.
Honestly, we've literally committed to dressing up for 3 episodes for you guys.
Yeah. What?
Literally, I feel the same way with your mustache. I feel with my lips right now.
Like, it's so much
It's
hair
so
in my
much.
mouth. I could never be a man.
You said men using their mothers as an excuse when being horrible?
And the only reason why I said that, and I would have brought that up earlier, men, bro, the last 2 guys that, well, not even, because I wasn't redating Mr. Ghost. It was just like a one-day thing, and I realized he was like so terrible again. But, bro. What?
You sign and that belly.
I have to pee so bad again. But anyways, bro, the last 2 guys that I've even spoken to have been so freaking dumb and so irritating, and like they both have brought up their mothers during disagreements.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, yes, like what was that? The day before yesterday when everything happened with Mr. Ghost, and he was like being so weird and so annoying. I was like, I just feel like you're misogynistic, and like I feel like you have like sexist views. And he was like, I literally have a mother. And I was like, okay. And then when I had told Mr. walk in front of me, when I had told him, like, you know, I don't like that you walk in front of me, he was like, I was raised by a single mother. Like, why do you keep bringing up your goddamn mothers for your terrible actions as if they're supposed to
They're
just
justified.
disappear. Everybody has a mother. Jeffrey Dahmer has a fucking mother. What are we talking about? Everybody has a mother. And also, I would just like to add, just because you have a mother doesn't mean your mother was a bitch who wasn't getting disrespected back in the day. Like, we just have to be real with ourselves. Like, why? I hate when people are like, I hate when the men try to bring up their mothers as an excuse for their behavior when really your mother is probably just some hoe, which is the reason why you act the way you act. I'm serious.
You know, but with the other guy you said when like I was raised by a single mother.
No, and hold on. Why all your siblings got different last names, bitch? And you trying to tell me about why you not a bad guy because your mother who has 17 kids by 17 different men, it taught you the best? Bitch, she don't even know the best for herself. I sound sexist my damn self. I can't say that.
In that situation, I feel like men, when he said I was raised by a single mother, that's probably the problem. You needed a father in your life as well to show you what you needed to do as a man. Because as much as a woman can try to be both parts, sometimes you just need that.
Unless your
figure.
mother is a kind, loving queen, I don't want to hear about that shit. I swear to God, I don't want to hear about that shit. Like, look, I have dated some guys with amazing mothers.
Yeah.
Literally amazing mothers. I dated a guy who did me terrible when we were younger. His mother was amazing. She was a girl's fucking girl.
Yeah.
Like, through and through, like, was like, look, check it out. Like, I'm gonna tell you the real about this. And like, you should not be putting up with that and blah, blah, blah.
I've definitely dated a man whose mom was like, you need to leave him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know
and
what
that's my type of lady right there. Like, my type of lady who's like gonna be a real bitch through and through. Because that's how I'm gonna be as a mom.
What does that say to the man, to her parenting style? Because she still raised a bitch.
I mean,
At the end of the day, you could be who you are, but it's like
when your father's in your life and he's not a good man and he raises you to not be a good man, you can't necessarily blame the mother for everything because boys look up to their father. So if your father is doing all this wild ass shit, it don't matter how real of a chick your mom is. Like, at the end of the day, boys are gonna look up to their dads, and you know.
I feel like it is difficult. I can imagine it being difficult for a single mother and like having to raise a man, like raising a man. Like I can get that has to be difficult. Like raising, like I'm not a man. How am I supposed to tell you how to do things as a man?
And no shade to any single mothers who are raising sons out there because that kind of was just a joke. But like honestly, I'm like, why are you using your mom as an excuse
leverage
for your
it's
bad
like
behavior?
As leverage. It's like, no, I know how to do things the right way because I have a. Well,
maybe she don't know how. Maybe your mom don't get treated the way that I want to get treated.
Exactly.
And that's really just my point about it. Like maybe me and your mom are two different kinds of bitches.
I pay attention to how men treat their mothers as well, or how men treat their grandmothers, because it's like you disrespect your mama, you're gonna disrespect me.
The guy who blocked me got his own mama blocked, and that's how I knew I wasn't coming off that block list. I said, "Damn, I know I."
The woman who birthed you.
I swear to God, he was like, "She's been blocked for months." I said, "As soon as we got into it, and he blocked me." I said,
and that's
really
really some mommy issues type shit though. Really,
and it sucks because I miss him.
But that's also a reflection. Okay.
I do. I miss him every day. Not even lying.
I'm crying. That's also a reflection of how children have watched their parents get treated.
Right.
I feel like
that's a big one.
Yeah. It is. And that plays into a lot of things in my relationship too sometimes. Like in my relationships, like how I've watched my mom treat men or how I've watched my mom get treated or how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it has played a pivotal part in like a lot of my relationships. And I've noticed as an adult, I've had to like unlearn certain unhealthy characteristics and traits, you know? So it's like, it's about being an adult and changing from that perspective and not using your parents as leverage to dictate your negative behaviors.
I'm not going to lie. I have learned behaviors from my mother in relationships as well. But I think that it's I think that my mom taught me good things. She didn't teach me. I saw good things. Like my mom was like a real, like no bullshit. I'm not putting up with nothing. But that's also why I be quick to cut you off. Like, did I ever tell you about how the story of my mom was like literally engaged to some white man? Shout out to him.
And the truck situation?
Yeah, she went and put all his shit in the back of his truck and we drove off and I was in the car. I was just a little tot. And that's why I pack these up every week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's why, but you know, I never saw, honestly, that's one thing genuinely I could say that I really, really respect from my mother is that my mom was never the type of person who had hella different men coming in and out of my life. She never shared any type of emotional baggage that she had with a man on me.
Really? That's a great one, yeah.
Because I've even known people in my life to like have hella different men around their children, or like, you know, share personal emotional baggage with their children. And I'm like, I don't know how that's going to affect your kids when they grow up, because I didn't go through that. You can't ask me one thing that my mom went through with a man.
Yeah, no, when
Ever.
I literally was in the Bay, her mom was still scared to talk about her little boo thing. And I'm like, she was telling me all the tea while Winter was in the shower. The moment Winter got out, and she was like, all right, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, she don't talk about none of that.
Stella needs to get her groove back. Let her do her.
No, I don't.
She's a grown woman.
I mean, she's a grown woman, but like, she don't talk to me. But I mean, I'm honestly just far too overprotective.
I think honestly that's a good thing at what your mom did when you were younger, because I feel like that's an emotional, like, I think emotionally dumping on a child is just unfair to them.
It's not right.
It's not right at all. And I feel like a lot of moms nowadays I see even do that, like, on social media, and I'm like, I never knew anything either. My mom made me think that my parents' relationship was a breeze, and now as an adult I know and I realize certain things, and I'm just like, oh,
you told me about stuff,
you know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? Like, it's just like, oh, actually that wasn't why we were at the hotel to swim for the weekend.
Literally, you was putting in my time. Oh, okay, I know what it is now.
So it's just like, no, she kept all of that away from us, and I feel like to this day my mom is still an angel to me. Right. So it's just like,
and she is.
I respect everything that she's done, and you know, and honestly, I feel like giving parents grace sometimes, because it's like, it was just their first time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, literally. And like, also, not even just emotional baggage, but like, something I will say is financial baggage. And because like,
that makes me sad too.
I was raised, like, my family, we don't come from really shit. We were all poor. We all grew up poor. Section 8 babies, welfare babies, like, whatever the case. And to me, I grew up getting pounded in my head. We're broke. We don't have money. We don't have this. We will never have that. And like, it was just like pounded into my head that like, oh, I don't know who you think we are, or what money you think we got, or whatever the case. But I never, thought that I would be able to have a certain amount of money. I never thought I would be able to have a certain amount of success.
It wasn't obtainable.
It was not obtainable to me, because that was what was pounded in my head. And I know people who pound in their heads the same, like, we're broke, we ain't got shit. And it's like, even if I was to be broke tomorrow and I had a kid the next day and I had to raise my kid, I'm not pounding into my kid's head that we're broke, we ain't got no money, because I feel like that affected me for a long time as well. Like, I'm supposed to be poor. I'm supposed to not want more for myself. I always felt like that, like, alienation and I still do, when I'm around people who come from money. Even though now, like, I'm well off, like, I'm doing my thing, like, whatever the case may be, I still feel like imposter syndrome. Like, I do not belong here because of, like, how I was raised. So, like, I never want to raise my kids to think like, even if I'm broke, I don't want you to know that I'm fucking broke.
Yeah. Or like, when I'll see like these videos and be like, oh, we can't afford, like, when kids be like, we can't afford that.
Exactly.
And I think I'm more understanding, because my mom had 5 kids. And so it's just like, you taking care of these 5 kids. So it's just like, I can kind of see that, like, yeah, we don't have it all. Like, my mom would, like, if we ran out of food before them 2 weeks was up when my parents would get paid, we ain't got no food. Like, I done had to learn how to, like, okay, what was your struggle meal?
My struggle meal, I mean, I guess with my grandma was bread and cheese sandwich. Cheese sandwich? And orange juice.
I remember one time I made maple syrup from just like sugar and like water. And
DIY?
I made like
DIY?
Yeah, at DIY. And I made
being broke makes you the most creative.
I made like an ingenuity for sure. I made like a maple syrup sandwich, and like I was just like, this is the best thing ever. And I used to take, I'd be like, I'd have like a maple sandwich, and people would be like, that's poor.
I'm crying.
Isn't that crazy?
I remember one time my mom, because my mom, I will say one thing about my mom is like, my mom was like one of the only people in my family to really be like, I'm about to do something and I'm about to get some money and like whatever. Eventually it came, like whatever. But I remember one time I was young as fuck. I don't even know how old I was. And my mom was like, oh, I'm going to take her to go get some McDonald's. And my aunt was pissed the fuck off and was like, oh, what? She too good to eat a can of soup? She too good to eat a can of soup? And they got into this big ass fight, turned physical. Literally my aunt threw a spoon at my mom's head, and she had like a gash scar in her fucking forehead. And it was all because I guess my mom wanted to give me McDonald's, and my aunt was like, oh, you think you're too good to feed your daughter a can of soup?
Jesus, such a crabs in a barrel mentality.
And literally,
yeah.
that's like, when I say like the cheese sandwiches, like, first of all, my mom had it obviously way worse than me. My mom made it better for me. But like, my mom grew up on like bologna and mustard sandwiches and like fried bologna, like shit like that, like sugar water type shit. So like, for me, I did have it a little bit better because my mom was like, you know,
Yeah.
you always try to break that generational curse in one way or the other. But like, the fact that it was like an argument about McDonald's or a can of soup, like either or is like one over the, like,
literally
it's
we ain't got McDonald's money,
right? Like,
no,
what?
I remember. So the thing with my family is that, well, my mom obviously 9 to 5. My dad was a welder, and like he would travel for, like he was a really great welder, so he would travel all over for work. And so when my dad would be gone sometimes, and like my mom, it would be like this little secret between us. I'm her baby. I'm the last child. So like she would literally be like, all right, we can go to. We was besties. We would go to Burlington's, and remember Layaway? We would go to Layaway, and like, I wonder if Layaway's still a thing. Like on Walmart Layaway, she'd get me like a little purse.
Klarna.
Klarna's the new Layaway. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Literally, and I'd be like, oh, this is the life.
Layaway. Yeah.
You know. And now I would buy my parents the world.
Literally.
If I could.
Yeah. I mean, my mom literally just was like, oh, bruh. My mom was like, oh, I want to get a little bit of Botox before I come to LA. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, let me know how much it is. I go, how much is it going to be? She goes, $2,600. I said, girl.
She lying.
I said, what is $2,600? Botox don't cost no damn $2,600. She's like, okay, I'm getting a little more. I was like, okay, do whatever the hell you want to do.
Wait, what is she getting?
I don't know. She already freaking went and got the shit. I don't even know what it was. But I was just like, you're not gonna fool me. Like, I'm thinking she's gonna be like $500, $600. I'm like,
crying.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
But I'm just like, let me just send it to you because, like, have fun, have a ball,
have a fucking
ball.
You deserve it,
right? But speaking of family shit, this is serious though. The Baddies trailer.
Oh, I was like, are we gonna go to Shaq?
And keep in mind, we don't talk about anything baddies on here. You know, we're anti-Zeus, but the clip that I saw with CHRISEAN saying to her sister, oh, how you made me eat your when I was 7 years old. And I am like looking at that. Keep in mind, they were both kids at the age, but I'm just like, I don't think she's lying about that, honestly, because I think that's just so specific. And also, I myself have experienced, like, you know, when you're young and you have like friends or cousins who are like, you know, trying to do little gay shit, playhouse, whatever the case. I 100% believe it. I 100% believe it. But to that extent is a little much.
And so the age difference between, she said her sister, so it's CHRISEAN Rock and her sister, how to say her name?
I think it's Tasiki.
So Tasiki is 5 years old, so she would be 12 at that time. They're posting these social media things back and forth, kind of. Some people are saying CHRISEAN's lying. I also don't believe it's a lie either.
Yeah, I don't believe it's a lie.
I think that...
I just think it was some fucking kid shit that kids do.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hate to say it like that because, I mean, at the end of the day, and here's my real, genuine, honest opinion. I'm not going to sit there and say that she's like some fucking pedophile because this happened when she was 12 and like whatever the case may be. Because, I mean, just realistically speaking, like, I have had situations where I have had people, and I don't want to say like I'm a victim because I don't feel like I'm a victim.
So have I.
Yeah,
so I don't. Okay, we can speak about it.
I don't think I'm a victim to anything. I just think that kids are curious about shit and then they want to like try little shit. I have people
can't hold kids accountable to the same accord that you would adults.
Exactly. And I would never look at somebody who maybe had tried to do some shit with me when I was like a little ass kid, who was like also a little ass kid, and be like, oh, you're a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
I would be like, okay, you were just a little ass kid trying to, I guess, explore. I, at the time, knew better than to let people explore and do all of these things. So I don't think I ever let anything go like too far or whatever the case may be. But I've had some situations when I was a little ass girl where it was like, okay,
I think the whole family has a lot of trauma to unpack, and I feel like honestly, children, they're impressionable at that age, and and that impression, they do sometimes what they don't know is best, and they react on situations that they don't always know what the consequences are or what that even actually means.
Right.
And I have had situations as well. And just to like be quite frank and honest, like there was one situation with a family member that was older who was watching me, and their friend was also watching a family member that was younger, and we were the same age, and he was also a boy. So I guess it's not incestuous, but it was kind of the same thing. So they kind of forced us to like do sexual things with each other, and in that moment, I knew it wasn't right, but also, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I was vocal about being like, I don't think this is right. I don't want to do this. And so was the boy. Like we were both, and I can't even remember what age we were. I just remember him still having like a little like child penis. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I remember, and it's like I remember like those, like I remember those things. And I remember like us being like, we don't want to do this, and like being forced.
Right, like older kids being like,
forcing you, and I remember, and I know that they're still children as well,
right?
And I remember that scenario, and I remember not telling because I'm like, I knew from the jump, like having older sisters, I knew snitches get stitches,
right?
So I didn't tell. So he told his mom, and that's the only thing that I feel like I don't think I should have gotten whooped because I really didn't. I remember not wanting to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I remember not wanting to do that. So I felt like maybe like I don't blame my mom for like whipping me or doing anything like that because she didn't know what to do in that scenario.
Right.
Probably first time that happened with, that type of scenario. But like I think as an adult now looking back, it was like, yeah, that was a little crazy, but I didn't choose to like
you don't know even what's going on.
Exactly. It's children are innocent, but that didn't dictate my view on like the world or on how like I feel like I was being abused or like become a victim. But everybody's story is also different. You know?
No, and everybody's story is different for 100% sure. But like also like just how you said like you have like situations like I have a situation. I have first of all I have multiple situations.
Right.
But
it's crazy.
Right. I remember I had a situation with like a person that I knew growing up, and she would, I don't know, I wasn't a sexual kid. I really, I lost my virginity at 17.
Same.
Like, I was not like a hypersexual kid. Like, I wasn't like doing all the extra shit for real. But like, I had somebody in my life who was, like, we were very young. So like, they were more sexual or whatever. And her mom like caught us, I guess, I don't know, playing fucking house or some shit.
Yeah.
I actually
remember hide and go get it?
I never played that. But I don't remember if she overheard us. I remember if we were like pretending to be like husband and wife or like something like that. But her mom overheard us and was like, y'all gonna read this Bible and y'all gonna read it over and over and over again. And like, that is something that we had to do was like sit there and read the fucking Bible. And then like, we couldn't be near each other for like a week or whatever the case may be. But I had multiple instances where it was like little shit like that happened because it was people in my life around me that were hypersexual, I guess, at a young age.
And
but
then it's
I
like,
wasn't.
where does that come from? Like, honestly, look at like where that, like, it's like.
It comes from adults.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, you can't even be like extremely upset. Like, of course you can be upset. You can be whatever you want to be. But like, it's learned behaviors from somewhere. Like, I remember, like, I put in like, two of my, I don't remember, I can't say which family member, but like they were young enough to be in the tub together, like literal babies. And one of the babies grew up in a different household. Mom was dang near a prostitute over damn near, and like literally was humping the other baby. And like as a literal baby,
this
did not know what was even doing.
What this reminds me of, and I want everybody to hear this because this conversation is crazy, but the Menendez brothers.
Oh yeah, I haven't even watched that documentary yet. Have you watched it?
Yes, I have watched it. But how in the Menendez brothers, he did do the same thing. He sexually assaulted his younger brother and because his dad was sexually assaulting him. And he was like, I'm sorry that I ever did that to you. I did it to you because I was getting it done to me. And I didn't know fucking right from wrong, whatever the case may be.
And that doesn't validate it at all. But it's just like when you just genuinely just
that is where that behavior comes from. When people like it, and even just back to the like CHRISEAN thing, like that behavior comes from somewhere. And that behavior does not come from children.
Yeah.
That shit comes from adults.
Yeah.
Like flat out. So like, I mean, I'm not saying nothing is okay. Obviously, nothing like that is okay. But like when you have to really sit down, break it down, and think about it, why would you even think that some shit like that is cool? Yeah. And like really, y'all need to go to a therapy session because that's some real deep family shit that should not even be aired on TV.
I do.
That's some real family shit. Like I got real family shit, bitch. That could never be aired, and I would never
I
would never ever talk about no shit like that publicly ever in my fucking life.
And
Like,
it's like,
that's
how
crazy.
much clout do you feel like is necessary? But I think, honestly, that causes for a bigger conversation, and the bigger conversation is to protect our children.
Right.
Honestly, even sometimes, I get it. Sometimes single parent households, they want to keep kids with kids that are also like 2-3 years older than them, thinking that they can watch their children.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, sometimes that isn't the best option.
That's how I grew up.
Exactly. And that's how we all grew up.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
right. No, and that's what's crazy. I have friends these days that like have damn near grown kids, and they be like, I don't let them be home alone. And I'm like, I was watching kids at 8.
But which is also understandable, because I know, as when I was older than my nephews, I used to beat their ass.
Right.
My sister used to make me and one of my sisters closest in age fight each other.
Right.
I used to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it literally gets passed down. So it's like, I understand that, like, just
I think that we're speaking from a perspective of like being kind of raised in that, like, that type of way. I don't know if a lot of people will understand what we're talking about, though.
I feel like a lot of people can understand that, because they have cousins, they have family members that, like, sometimes parents are overwhelmed and they drop their kids off to their grandma, their parents, their cousins, they this and that.
Right.
And I'm saying that people are raised, and I don't, not even saying to fault the parents, but I'm just saying, like, it's learned behavior. I wouldn't call Tasiki a pedophile. From that, like, that comes from somewhere, it stems from somewhere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just cancel her out, and my heart goes out to their entire family.
I would say
Krishan
that
and everybody
they
else.
need therapy.
They all need to go
Because
on
if
and
you
fix
were
my
doing
life.
that as a child,
Yeah.
and you were having your little sister involved in something like that, y'all both, and clearly she must have been exposed to something at that
Exactly.
young age as well. She probably herself is a victim to whatever the case may be.
And I think she said that. And she said that, I seen one of the stories, she was just like, it's crazy because this really isn't true. She's really trying to make my story her own. Like, basically say that, like, Krishan is taking her story, like, that happened to her.
Right.
And she's saying that Krishan. But so I don't know.
I don't know what the truth is either.
We don't know what the truth is.
But
That's up to them and
regardless, it
God.
shouldn't be hashed out on subscription-based television.
It's a conversation that needs to be had, especially within the Black community, because a lot of people let a lot of shit rock and slide that they really shouldn't. So honestly, if it brings light to a situation that should be had and addressed within the community, by all means, do it, because I
really do think that is such a big thing. Even when you ask men, specifically Black men, oh, so how did you lose your virginity? And they're like, oh, I was 8. I was 7 years old.
Yeah, and the girl be like 18.
Right.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
like,
it was
she
to
was
one
a
of my...
pedophile.
Right, literally.
Corey, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
16.
Was it to a
Okay, he
girl?
was kind of grown. He was kind of grown.
Was it why?
No.
Okay, sorry.
You said was a girl?
Uh-huh.
And was it a white guy?
Or a guy?
Oh, it was a guy.
Oh, it was a guy?
Okay.
Okay. I was like, shit, who was it? An animal?
Bestiality. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, no, I definitely do think that these conversations do need to be opened up for sure. Like, no, I don't think anybody talks about that. Like, I mean, boys kind of open up and talk about it more, but they don't open up and talk about it on a serious level. They just be like, yeah, I was 7 when I lost my virginity
Yeah, and
to a 20-year-old.
cool, but it really isn't. It's not cool. But it honestly is, like, men are glorified for having sex and women are shamed. So that's
Right.
why it's like that. And it's just
Right.
like, honestly, it's sad. And I feel like men do get abused as well, assaulted as well. And it's not talked about enough because men are supposed to be like, you know, this macho, like getting a clap for having sex with an older woman or a
Right.
teacher, this and that. Would know that older woman is still a fucking creep.
Right,
You know?
right. Girl, 100%. I mean, shit, it's been a lot.
And most men that I know, literally almost every single man I know, and I've asked this question, obviously I don't care, I ask anybody when they lost their virginity.
I ask that every time
I
I
ask
date
that all the
somebody.
time, literally, and it's most of the time always
Men are like hella young.
young.
Yeah.
My ex, the girl that he lost his virginity to was his babysitter,
Girl, and
who
I
was
be,
like
and-
literally
and-
a few years older.
And that's exactly how I be looking at these, hate to say it, these 40-year-old women who are having babies by these 20-year-olds. It's weird. Pack
It's weird.
it up.
It's weird when
Not my
y'all are
feelings
having
hurt.
sex. When y'all are doing it and y'all got kids the same age to me, it just throws me off. It really throws me off.
It's just
But-
becoming, I feel like it's becoming like an acceptable thing now.
Yeah.
And it's just, I had to tell somebody that I know not long ago that
Right.
I think you're a fucking idiot.
This was such a good conversation to have. I hope it brings a little bit of awareness to, like, honestly just be able to talk to your kids. And I honestly also think I would be adamant about, like, my child not keeping secrets from me as
Right.
a child. Like,
Oh,
literally
100%.
would not keep like, you cannot
Right.
keep those secrets.
100%.
No
I
secret.
agree.
Like, literally, I told you with Sir, damn near, he'd be like, turn around. I'll
like
tell
when
my
he's
mommy.
naked. Right.
I'd be like, boy, I'm
You
watching
can't
you.
look at my weenie.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's like, but I respect her so much for doing that,
Right.
you know? But I mean, you know, yeah, let's get into some advice, you guys.
Let's get into it. Hey, lovey-doveys. So long story short, I'm from Cali and I moved to Dallas, Texas, going to school, and I ended up getting in a relationship. My family was moving back to California because they hated Texas. I do too. Do not recommend. But since I was still in school, I wanted to stay. So my boyfriend at the time offered me to stay with him. So I did. 2 years later, I found out he's a drug addict, and I date to marry, and I don't want to marry or have the father of my kids be struggling with stuff like that. But I love him so much. I feel like we are meant to be together. In a perfect world, he wouldn't have that problem and things would be all good. So after praying and thinking hard and watching his actions towards me, I decided to drive back to Cali and start my life over for my sanity, peace, career, etc. I just feel really bad. I left without saying anything, and I called and told him I was on my way back to Cali and he's really hurt. I did warn him and tell him that he would have to choose me or those substances months before. I just feel like I'm a bad person and I'm still crying about it. I just don't want to kiki in his face and act cool so he feels like I'm okay with it when I'm not. I genuinely want him to get better. Me being there and telling him that won't help, and it's been 2+ years. So I wanted to show him he needs to get better. Yet, I still feel like a bad person for leaving him alone. What are y'all thoughts on this? Thank y'all so much.
Okay, I literally did the exact same thing. Like when I went back to Louisiana for my last relationship, because I'm like, all right, we're going to make this work. We're going to figure this out. And literally, slowly but surely, I was giving him these warning signs. I was like, look, if you don't get your shit together,
Right.
I'm going to leave. And I would say that slowly but surely. And so, like, he wasn't getting it together, was just not being mindful of who I am and just taking advantage of me, basically. And I slowly but surely was packing up my clothes day by day. Every day, it would be less and less clothes in the closet. So you're going to have to, like, I felt bad about that for years, how I left, because it literally was the same thing. Called and was like, hey, I'm about to cook this. You want, like, when you come be home. Me and my sister listening to Mariah Carey on the freeway. Like, literally, like, driving, like, literally, I'm like, oh, I literally said it like this. Oh, I'm on my way to California.
Right.
And, like, I did the exact same thing that you're doing, and you're going to feel bad for years until you literally forgive yourself and be like, look, I did this for my sanity, my peace of mind. I know what's best for me. This man is not going to get it together until he gets it together on his own. There's nothing you can say or do that will stop that man from doing whatever he's going to do. It has to be him doing it. But I'm not going to lie to you, you're going to feel bad for years. I felt bad for years. Sometimes I still be like, I could have left differently, but that is the only way I knew how to leave that situation, and it worked for me. And now I'm just like, it worked for me. I'm fine. It's cool. Everything happens for the best. And you look back at it, and now I look back at it and be like, I did what I had to do. But I mean, I won't sit here and say that I didn't feel bad for years. I did.
And that is the best advice that I could give because I've never been in that situation. Yeah. So I agree. But you have to do what's best for you.
You do. You literally do. And no matter how much you can say you want this person to change and do this and do that and be this person for you, they will not do it until they want to do it.
Right.
And maybe you leaving was the start the catapult to what he needs to do. So, I mean, honestly, think of it that way.
Amen, sister.
Love ya.
Love ya. Bye.